To like.
Just be named Stress.
There's just a bunch of creepy people chilling under a tree.
Recording things. Okay.
It does look like we're under.
Do you know
Maple.
what cannabis looks like?
Okay, anyway, I'm recording.
I can identify cubensis now.
Cubensis.
What's compensis?
Cubensis.
Okay,
It's a type of
so today for our video, the first one.
Oh, you started already?
Yes, I told you that.
Sorry.
So for our first one, Ginger and I
YouTube. Give us
will be.
What'd you say?
YouTube, give us free stuff.
We're not allowed to swear.
YouTube give us free stuff.
Today we'll be covering what's in our bags, and the reason why is because we both have obsessive compulsive disorder, OCD.
Interesting to hear.
Be quiet, you.
And I have depression.
I love you just burst out laughing.
I do too. I can laugh because I have it
I
too.
love my family. You almost said something inappropriate.
We're
Okay,
not Hicks.
go on your
Yeah, we are.
This is my bag. I have lotion. It puts the lotion on.
on the skin or against the house
I
again.
have like toilet wipes.
Yeah.
Explain why.
Because I like a good clean butthole.
Oh God.
This is the first time I've used a public restroom in straight up 3 months.
Yeah, I
so
finally got her to use one. Progress.
I had things. It's a bag of bags so that.
You're able to use it?
Yeah.
That's a genuine surprise.
I don't know whether to be proud of myself or disturbed.
I have so many sandwich bags in here because I don't like. If I touch something dirty and it's dirtied and I can't clean it yet, I have to put it in a bag so it doesn't contaminate everything else. And then I gotta put my hands and then put this bag in another bag. Wash my hands again. My wallet. This isn't because I have OCD. It's wallet.
You're just poor, but you want to pretend you have money.
Oh yeah, I have no money. I have some.
Same.
I don't work anymore. I had to quit because I couldn't handle my job because of my OCD.
Yeah.
I have toilet seat cover thingies.
Well, how did the OCD affect your job?
I couldn't work with food because I thought every time I touched food I was gonna make someone sick.
Yeah, I remember you would come home bawling your eyes out, and I was just trying to convince you. I was like, what's wrong? You're like, I had to touch the peanuts, and their packaging sucks, and I'm scared I might give a person with a peanut allergy an attack. And I'm like, dude, first off, it's that severe, they usually know to keep it empty, and second off, most people know to wash their stuff off. And I finally, after 20 minutes of me repeating those phrases, you finally calm down.
And if they don't,
And I still
well.
didn't feel. I felt better, but like.
Yeah. Well, describe the anxiety. Like, how does it start for you? Where does
Bad?
it? Does it start in your stomach or in your mind or in your heart? Like physically, where does it begin?
Can happen everywhere at the same time.
I guess honestly, I'll take Joel's answer. I don't know. I guess the next time I have a freak out, I'll have to pay attention to that.
Me, I'll be totally happy and fine with walking outside, and then all of a sudden, it's like my body starts to shut down.
So, not to take away from what Joel said. The next thing in bag, I have the kit things I have for when I need to use the bathroom in public, but it has one of these toilet seat thingies in it, and then it has tissue, and it has like wet ones in it too. And I have like a whole process in the bathroom that I'd rather not go over. But
I'm glad you said that because I was about to say, could you go over that for us? What's all else in your bag?
oh, I also have a diaper because I have bladder issues.
Yeah, her stress is causing her issues.
And then I have wet ones.
Yeah, is that pretty much it?
Yeah.
All right. For my bag, if you're
Oh shit! No, that's not it. I have Band-Aids too. And Tylenol because I have constant headaches now. And then I have like this roll-on. Someone else is named Amy here.
right, yeah, that.
No, I think he's just talking to himself.
And this is supposed to be some. My second mother gave this to me. It has like stress reliever shit, and it's supposed to be good for. I take
What
so
is it
many
made out of?
showers that my skin dries out, and this is supposed to help it not dry out.
What is it made of?
tea tree oil.
Okay. So for my OCD, what I do, they're doing a balloon toss. I just got a message from my dad. We're at the family. No. He just. So, this is my bag. I got it when I was in Japan. Right now I'm luckily able to wear short sleeves, but I have to wear gloves because I can't pretty much touch anything. I'm also wearing pants, but that was an accident. I actually originally meant to change into shorts and then just completely forgot. And then I got here and started sweating. It was like, why?
I
And then
can't
I
fucking
remembered.
wear shorts now, actually.
Really? I can only wear them if I know I'm going to shower later. Same with short sleeves. But I have a jacket, but it's over at the pavilion. Anyway, inside my bag is typically my phone. Like, if I'm not using my phone, it's going to be in my bag. That's my rule. Like, it has to be or else I'm going to flip out because I don't know what else could be happening to it. And then Ginger sees things as clean. I don't.
It depends on, like, what I'm touching. Like, I don't know, like, right now, like, any kind of animal could have peed on this ground, but, like, and I know that in my mind, but, like, for some reason, I'm okay right now.
I was biting a piece of grass earlier, and now I feel like throwing up.
But, like,
That's
right now,
not
I'm
bad.
fine. I don't know. It just, I guess it depends on my mood. Like, sometimes, like, when there's, like, a fly, like, I think about, you know, like, what they could have been on because they, like, shit. So, like, if a fly lands on me, sometimes I'll have, like, a panic attack because I'll be like, okay, there might be shit on me now. And other times I'm like, it's probably fine. So, like, mine is, like, hit or miss. I'm either, like, really concerned or I'm not concerned at all.
I think it just depends how energized you are. If you're energized, you're paranoid. If you're tired, you're like, whatever.
Yeah.
That's how mine works sometimes too. But yeah, like I have this thing at my home in my room. I have these little hooks on my wall, and on it there's just several pairs of gloves that I can go to any day.
Yeah, how many of these do you have? Because they're cute. I'm thinking of getting me some.
I got them on Amazon. I forget what they're called. I will leave it at some point. But yeah,
How's your condition getting better, is it?
It's getting worse. Well, no. I was
It's
able
both.
I was
At least
able
she's
to
honest.
use a public restroom today.
yeah, I forced her
For
to
the
do
first
it.
time in 3 months. So,
Her therapist will be so
it's
happy.
going.
Yeah,
You're
so
gonna realize that nothing bad happened to you, and it's gonna be all good.
yeah, exposure therapy because we see it as disturbing now, but like once we experience it and then we realize it's not as bad as we do, we start to get over it. But it takes a lot of time, and it depends on the severity. So yeah. But for like, I know Amy, you have to be clean immediately, but for me, I can be dirty for a while so long as I know I can get clean, which is how I go to work and school and everything. Because like I go to work, I accept that I'm dirty, and then I come home and I take a nice shower and I'm clean again.
Well, my issue is if I'm dirty, I'll just spread it around. So I need to clean it right then and there in my mind. Because like earlier today, I'm trying to think of the example, but like I accidentally like touched like dry goose poop, and I like used like 7 pairs of wet ones
I remember that. I kept getting annoyed at you. I was like, stop, you're fine.
because it didn't feel clean.
Yeah.
And then my purse, the other hand, was like, just let it touch the purse. It's fine. Things on the outside can be dirty. And I was like, yeah, but if I touch the outside of it and then I touch the inside of it, it's gonna get on my phone and my lotion and everything. I don't know. For me, like, I just feel like it spreads around really easily, and it's probably really not.
What's funny is that we both have the same view on that, but the only difference is you see everything else is still pure, and I don't. I see everything as dirty.
It's already dirty, so
yeah,
like, what's the point?
exactly.
But
I just ignore it, and then I'm good. For you, you're fine with everything until it
I
gets
have
dirty, and
to-
then you're like, ah.
Clean everything. Like, once I think it's dirty, I clean it. And if it's something
Yeah.
that's hard to clean,
Then
fuck
your
me.
brain gives up on it. Like my old phone, I can't touch anymore because I didn't have enough time to wash it enough. So my brain, I tried washing it and it was still dirty in my head, and I was just like, cool. So you're just permanently dirty. Awesome. Like the world's just dirt.
Was it before you? Was that like? Okay, Dad, I need to get a new phone.
No, that just kind of happened because it was freezing up. The battery kept dying on us.
So it just kind of worked out.
Yeah, it worked out. I was like, all right, this one I'm keeping clean. And I got my bag ready. I was like, I'm going to keep it clean. I'm going to keep a bag on me. It'll stay in the bag. I've been true to that so far. I've only dropped it a few times and I cleaned it immediately.
I dropped my phone in the bathroom earlier today.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like,
Wet wiped it.
okay, this is already not going well. But I had a wet one in there and I was able to clean it immediately.
Yeah. Oh yeah, if you guys are wondering what these are, so what I did is freezing. Okay, for the gloves, we have these little hooks on our bags that I put on there. It's so that way when we're not using our gloves, if we don't want to wear them, but we don't want the outside of them to contaminate the inside of the bag, we put them on these little hooks here, and it keeps us from losing them while keeping them in quick access without ruining the rest of it.
Me and Hannah also wear gloves for a different reason. Like, I'm not wearing them right now because my hands aren't bloody. But if my hands were like, because I used to wash them a lot, and then they'd get all cracked and gross. And now I've held back on how much if I've made any progress, it's that I don't wash my hands as often. Like,
Same.
I use wet one, and I don't use wet ones as much either. But today it was bad because I was triggered today. But most of the I probably wash my hands more than the average person, obviously. But like I don't know, they're kind of healthy. It's my arms that are worse off because of how often I shower.
And then you don't lotion them even if I throw it at you. I'm like, lotion, put it on.
Yeah, I need to get better at putting lotion on, but lotion feels sticky to me, so I'm stupid. But if my hands are like bloody and gross, I don't like I have a thing with like I don't like making things dirtier if other people are gonna touch it because I'll feel guilty later. Because I have guilt OCD too.
Yeah, she has responsibility. The thing is, that's where another thing where we differ. For me, I can see that it doesn't affect the world, but my brain thinks it'll only affect me, so I don't really care how it'll hurt others because I know it won't. But with you, you're worried about how it'll hurt others, so that's where I feel about it. And it's really, really weird because I feel like it's so weird I worked out that way. But yeah.
So I wear gloves to protect others, and well,
I wear gloves to protect
also
myself.
wear gloves to protect myself because, like, when I think about having, like, open cuts, like, I don't want, like, something gross getting into my thing. And the thing is, to heal your hands, you need air to touch it, so the gloves would make it worse. But, like, I would just have them air out at home and use Neosporin, yeah. But, like, if I went in public, I'd wear gloves. Like, when I went to college, I had to wear gloves. And it was embarrassing, too, because, like, people would be like, it's almost summer and you're wearing gloves.
I'd be like, it is summer and I'm still wearing. Like, every day, if I had a penny for every time someone looked at me wearing a sweater in the middle of the summer and went, I'm dying just from looking at you, I'm like, me too. I'm dying from my life.
I'm dying from being me.
Let me try that again. It's hard seeing me, try being me. But yeah, like, we will wear hoodies. Like, part of my biggest thing of why I got gloves was I had to wear gloves because I knew I was going to overheat. I've overheated before on the slightest of things. I overheat too quickly. So I'm wearing short sleeves, which is progress for me because before I wouldn't have been able to do that. I'm almost always in long sleeves. What's funny is at work I can only wear short sleeves because it's part of our uniform. But when the one day I was wearing like normal clothes I'd wear, my coworkers actually didn't recognize me at first. They were like, "Wait, that's you?" I was like, "Yeah, this is me in my natural state." But yeah, most people are like, dude, literally on the last few days of school, one of the juniors in our class, I was knitting, and she was like, "This is the first time I think I've ever seen your hands," because they were always hidden in the sleeves or in my gloves and stuff. And she's like, "This is the first time I've seen your hands." I was like, I don't know how to respond to that.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Yep. And
I'm trying to think. For band camp, did you wear gloves?
no, I didn't have that system. For band camp, I just accepted the filth. I was like, I'm dirty. And then every other night I'd shower, and then I came home, showered, and fell asleep for 17 hours.
Like, I'm really happy I didn't have, like, the contamination OCD when I was in high school and did band.
Oh, that for me was the biggest struggle.
Because band camp would have been horrible
Oh, it
for
was.
me.
For me, it was. Because I had it, my freshman year it started.
And, yeah, I'm really sorry about that. I would probably have to clean my flute, and I'd probably damage my flute.
I literally, like, for me, for big things that I'm not sure how to clean, I just leave it be and accept the dirt. And I'm just like, I'll wash off later. It's okay. I can be dirty. I will be okay. And then I get through it. I'm like, clean, clean, clean. Oh, thank God.
I mean, if you think about it, though, like, I was thinking about picking up my flute again, but, like, there's, like, so much spit in it, probably.
You probably could wash it, actually.
I mean, I clean it all the time, but You're supposed to change the. This is really gross. And now that I have like contamination OCD, I would never let this fly again. But I think I had the same spit thing. You're supposed to like clean the spit. Have like you're supposed to change the thing every couple months or something like that.
Oh yeah.
I had the same one for 3 years.
Oh God.
And I cleaned it out with single freaking day. I touched it with my hand to put it away because that's what you do.
Yeah, you were really lucky you didn't have contamination OCD.
But, like, thinking about it, like, that's what everyone did. Like, I don't know anyone that changed it. Like, Delaney had the same cleaning cloth since middle school. Like, I changed mine, at least when I got a new flute in, like, high school. But Delaney had the same flute through all of it. I mean, I guess he could have cleaned it and I didn't know about it. But, like, I don't know. It's probably something you don't really think about.
Yeah.
But, like, it never, like, my flute case never smelled bad, so. Because I was always pretty before playing it. I mean, at school, it's kind of, I didn't bring my toothbrush with me, so. Coming to think about it, I only ever did that if I was going to practice my flute. So, depending, and only 1 year I ever had band before lunch, so. Yeah, it's kind of gross thinking about it. Oh, another stupid thing today, though. There's a Band-Aid on the ground. I was nowhere near it, and I still felt like I stepped on it, and for some reason I felt like I touched it. And Joel said something really funny.
Say it again.
I did?
Say it.
About the Band-Aid. Remember the Band-Aid? And you were like, oh, it's probably fine if you didn't touch it, you didn't step on it. And Hannah was like, there's not blood on it. But then you were like, well, I mean, I saw it, so maybe
Wash my eyes.
And I was like...
It's definitely funnier in the moment.
No, that was fucking hysterical. It's funny now.
Right? It's always funny. It will never end.
At least
Yeah, it was
it's
really
funny.
funny. I think